This is Eagle Al, and today I'll be talking about Howie Roseman absolutely cooked day 3 of the draft. But let's get straight into it. All right, so let's get straight into it. Let's talk about Howie Roseman absolutely cooking. First of all, he made history. How did Howie Roseman make history? 9 trades. 9 trades during the draft. And he ended up giving us a 3rd round pick, 4th round pick, and a 5th round pick for next year. So we got some extra picks going into 2025. And I mean, yes, watching the draft, the trades can be annoying, but Howie's thinking 10, 15 steps ahead. 10, 15 steps ahead. He got some valuable players, in my opinion. And he could get some valuable players next year because a third rounder next year can be something. 4th and 5th, those could be guys, legit guys. Or you could use that as bait to get, a guy. You know how we like to do mid-season. And let's get into the pick. So I'm gonna go over each pick that we got from 1st round to 6th round. We didn't do anything in the 7th round, but let's go over it, and then I will go into details about obviously the day 3 picks. All right, so the 1st round, Quayon Mitchell. Don't got to really say much there. Cooper DeJean. Don't have to say much there. Jalex Hunt. A lot of people don't like him, but I like him. In my opinion. I think his upside is huge. 4th round, get Will Shipley. I like him. 5th round, Anais Smith. Ooh, that's a tricky one, but I'll go over that. Another 5th rounder, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Like the pick, obviously. Another 5th rounder, Trevor Keegan. I like him too. Definitely looking at the tape of him. Johnny Wilson, still, you get him in the 6th round. And then another 6th rounder, Dylan McCon, I believe. I know I'm saying that wrong. But these are the picks. These are your new Eagles. All right, so let's go over the day 3 draft. So round 4, we get Will Shipley, running back out of Clemson. Good since 2021, 31 touchdowns. He's a baller. I think that's like 4th or 3rd in his conference in college. That's really, really good. And Howie's like, you know what? Y'all complaining about me drafting a white cornerback. I'm gonna draft a white running back too. Yeah. I want to see what questions they asked him. Did they ask him the same thing? Will you be seeing the field due to skin color? I doubt it. I definitely doubt it. But I like this pick. I definitely like it. Obviously know how to get in the end zone. He's not the biggest, not the fastest, but he's good. I mean, he's like 6 feet, 200 pounds. Could get in between the tackles. I mean, a solid pickup. And 4th round is pretty high for a running back. So Kenneth Gainwell really got to watch out for him, trying to take his spot. And this feel like one of those moves Howie Roseman's thinking ahead. Like we got Saquon on the books, but Kenneth Gainwell, this is his last year. Maybe he walk, maybe he don't. Maybe we could sign Kenneth Gainwell to a cheap deal, or maybe not. And now you got a running back on a rookie deal, and then maybe you get another running back next year, or get an undrafted free agent guy. I don't see any of the undrafted free agent guys yet as I shoot this video. I know more than likely we got a defensive tackle or another running back. Because, look, we didn't even draft no defensive tackles. But not to get off on the tangent, I like him as the, a competition guy to Kenneth Gainwell. Obviously, Saquon is the guy. Saquon will be the guy, but this guy got a lot of potential. So I like Will. I like Will a lot. And let's get into the next guy we drafted. All right, so this one surprised me a bit because I like Malik Washington, who was still on the board, especially to be a slot receiver, but we went with Anais Smith. I like him. I like Smith a lot out of Texas A&M. I mean, smaller guy, but he got a build. Like, it was some people announcing him as a running back. Some people announced him as a wide receiver. but he is a wide receiver. I'm pretty sure he's going to go in the slot. I mean, break tackles he could break tackles. He's built like a smaller, I would say, Debo. You can line him up anywhere as a running back, as a slot receiver. He's fast, he's shifty, and it's gonna be some competition. It's gonna be some competition for that slot receiver, you know, side, because I think Britton Covey is in that conversation. You like it or not. Obviously, Paris Campbell. Then you got Devontae Parker, who Parker might be. Honestly, my prediction as possibly cut. I just don't see where he'll fit. Maybe he'll be on the practice squad, but when I look at the roster right now, just don't see where a Devontae Parker can fit. But I somewhat like this pickup. He got a high upside as well. But when you got Malik Washington, man, who's like really, really proven slot receiver, I don't know. But Smith, he's a guy you can use in special teams. Special teams is going to be fun too, because you got Isaiah Rodgers, you got Britton Covey, and now you got Smith. So I don't know. The competition is definitely there. I believe in Britton Covey. I think Britton Covey can do at least with the kickoffs. But shout out to Smith, right? So let's get into the next guy. Our favorite, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. I mean, man, I can't believe it. I can't believe it that he fell that far, because you got to think about it, right? Let's say beginning of the NFL season, people just knew no later than a second. As time went on, maybe he's a third, maybe he's a fourth. Oh, he's too small. I mean, he can't do this, he can't do that. Is he really good in coverage? And then the questions start coming up. Then Adrian Cooper start, rising up. Obviously end up going second round. And Jeremiah Trotter Jr. fall into the fifth round to us. Upside is huge, man. I mean, the upside is there. He could go get the quarterback. I don't think he's that bad in coverage. He's a run stopper. But you definitely have to ask the questions, especially with us having Nakobe Dean. Can he last the full season with his size? Nakobe Dean so far showed us no. But maybe Nakobe Dean can turn the tide on that going into this year. And Jeremiah Trotter Jr., I think he's going to give it his all in Philly. I mean, he grew up in South Jersey. His father is a Philadelphia Eagle. Obviously, Jeffrey Lurie has ties with this family. Actually, let me go ahead and play this clip. Almost made a grown man cry.
All right, hey, Jeremiah Trotter.
Trotter.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
It's Howie Roseman.
Nice to be talking to you.
What are you thinking, man? You think we should trade up and take you right here? That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. I'd love that.
Yeah, you're an Eagle, brother. Just like it's meant to be. Right where you're back home, brother. Proud of you.
I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Jeremiah,
Hello.
how you doing? It's Coach Sirianni.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Hey, congrats, man.
Jeremiah, how old were you when I first met you?
I'm
Two,
sure I was very
two,
young.
3,
Yeah.
4. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Just really huge congrats. Congrats to your dad, and I loved your mother, so
Thank you.
congrats. Can't wait to see you.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
You see, man, the ties are there. He loves Philly. Philly loves him. I think he's going to give it his all. And I said this in one of my videos. Yes, Adrian Cooper, all these other linebackers, y'all would say, is probably better than Trotter Jr. now. But I believe, give it like 3 years, we're going to revisit this conversation and we'll see who the better guy is then. But yes, coming out of college, sure. But Trotter Jr. will develop and be one of those ones. I still believe in Nakobe Dean. Y'all probably calling me delusional or crazy, but it's some about this guy, Trotter Jr. Not the last name. The way he play, his tape, he's jumping out the gym in his tape. It's just the size. I guess the size matter. Pause. No Diddy. And man, I can't wait to see him play. I can't wait to see him play. And congratulations, Trotter Jr., man. Congratulations. All right, so let's talk about the next guy. Finally, right? Finally, for somebody for Stoutland University, Trevor Keegan. Trevor Keegan out of, or if I'm saying that right, out of Michigan. Guard. Finally got that guard. And I love it. I love this pick. I mean, a guy that played 300 plus snaps, didn't allow a single sack. And you bring in some competition. You know, I like Tyler Steen, but you got to bring in some competition. You got to bring in some depth. This dude know how to win for sure. Obviously, with Michigan, he the way he moves a bit remind me of a Philly guy with drinking beer and the tattoos. I'm not gonna lie, like he reminds me of a Philly guy. He's chill, but he can get crazy. He reminds you of Kelsey. And the tape says it all. The stats again didn't allow a sack. You love to hear that from your guard. And this competition for Tyler Steen, I like it. Or even depth behind Tyler Steen. We will see what the Eagles will do with that guard position. I like the pickup. I like the pickup. Is you needed somebody for Stoutland University, man. You needed somebody. I mean, it feel like we wanted to get guys as I was watching the draft. That's the reason why we was trading back. But a team would jump ahead of us, or a team would surprisingly take a offensive lineman that we probably was looking for, and I guess that's how the board fell. I mean, we couldn't get certain guys, but I think the guys we got are legitimate. But let's go on to the next pick. Right, this next one is the fun one. I mean, Johnny Wilson out of FSU, 6'4". No, I'm lying. 6'6", 200 plus pounds. I believe like over like 230. Got short hands. I believe 77% of his catches were touchdowns, which is absolutely insane. Is there some development there? Sure. Yes, he got some development to do. But I don't think, because Howie did something different too this year as well, and a lot of people not talking about, we didn't draft that Dallas Goedert replacement. Now, I'm not saying Johnny Wilson will be Dallas Goedert replacement, no, but I think he can convert into a tight end and be one hell of a tight end in this league. I don't see it on the receiver side. I don't, especially with the competition there. Will he always be a backup to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith? He's not a slot. He's definitely an outside receiver, but I could see him transitioning his game to being a tight end. I definitely could see that. And Hugh Steele, I was seeing stuff like he was projected like a second, third round pick at one point and fell to a 6. It's something about his tape. And I think even Steve Smith Sr. called it out. It's like, yeah, he got the physical tools, but there's some things he needs to work on. Like, I seen FSU fans talk about it. It's like, yeah, it looked like he could hit that next stride, but he just never hit that next stride, what was really frustrating to FSU fans. So hopefully we could bring that out of him, like hit that next level. It's just something's not there. Something's not there, and that's the reason why he fell. And again, hopefully the Eagles can get that out of him, and hopefully, he transitioned to the tight end position. I hope he do. I really do, because after Dallas Goedert, who else? Who else? I know we got the guy out of Cincinnati. It's like, okay, he's older, and we don't really have nobody else. I like Grant Calcaterra, but it's inconsistent, and I haven't seen much of him do anything when Dallas Goedert, got hurt. Dallas Goedert get hurt, got to miss 4 games or so. I expect the other tight ends to show up, and they never did. Jack Stoll, sure, he's a good blocking tight end, but not the receiver. Grant Calcaterra has spurts, but he get hurt himself. So we need another tight end, man. Definitely need another tight end. And I'm pretty sure, again, I'm not seeing the undrafted free agents being signed. We probably signed a tight end. I can almost guarantee we're going to sign a tight end. All right, so let's get into, I guess, the last guy that we signed, the center, Dylan McHong. If I'm saying that right, I like him. 190 pick. Remember, Jason Kelce was 191 and became Jason Kelce. Not saying he's going to become Jason Kelce, even though he's kind of built like Jason Kelce. But I like him. Athletic freak. His RAS score was like 13th out of like 600 plus centers or something like that. Something crazy since like the 1980s or 1990s. So it lets you know he can move like Kelce. He has an extreme upside. Very versatile. He could play center, but he can also play right guard, left guard, whatever you need him to do. His tape, I mean, we like them, versatile type centers. Like Jurgens can move. Like Jurgens can get sideline to sideline. This guy we just draft can get sideline to sideline. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Jason Kelce had his hands all over this. Like he's the guy. Like he's the one. He can play. So I wouldn't be surprised about that. But another good pickup. I mean, every single guy we got, in my opinion, got upside. You could say 2 are questionable to the fans. The one in the 3rd round, Jalen Hunt, even though I like him. And you could say the wide receiver out of Texas A&M, Anais. So I believe that's his name. So those are the 2 guys you could say we're really questionable about. But everybody else, right on the head, man. You got your linebacker. You didn't get your tight end, didn't get your defensive tackle. But I think we're good at defensive tackle. It'd be interesting what we do with Milton Williams, but conversation for another time. But again, you address the DB room. You address the linebacker room. You added depth. You added a guy. You got the O-line right. So I like it. Added more receivers. You got your slot receiver, and A+ Howie Roseman. But hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the news today about the offensive lineman? We got the day 3 of the draft. Howie Roseman making history with the most trades in the draft. So Howie keep making history. But this is Eagle Al, man. I'm out.